Children of the earth tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the earth tribe, rise up. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. We're going to do the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Jeez, brain fart. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I have 3 different decks here, and I'm going to let you pick your own deck from which your reading will be from. So we have the Everyday Witches deck. We have the Patch Tarot, which is inspired by the guys that make Spirit Science, and we have a vintage mythic tarot deck. We also have this Om symbol. We have the Om. We have Shiva, and we have chakras. So if you're not sure which deck to use, there's also a symbol. And it doesn't matter, I'm not doing like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm doing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm leaving it open to which deck you pick for your story, all right? We'll throw a couple of the cards from the tarot deck to get kind of a general feeling for your past, present, and future. We'll get some angel affirmations and kind of just run from there, see what happens. All right, so deck number 1, deck number 2, or deck number 3. Deck number 1. My kitties just dropped a bunch of stuff in the kitchen. If you pick deck number 1, I'll move these guys off the table over here. Deck number 1, which is the Everyday Witches deck. Hi guys, welcome in. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am over halfway to a community tab and super excited about it. Gotta get to 500 to get that community tab. Let's see. Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for those watching that have picked this deck number 1 here. For the fire signs watching that picked deck number 1, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for the fire signs watching that picked deck number 1. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. First card out is the Ace of Cups. Something new in love. Something new that you love, huh? This is in your past energy. What is in the present energy for the fire signs that picked deck number 1, universe? Fire signs that picked deck number 1. What is in their now energy? Oh, walking away from something that you loved, huh? Turning away from love. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots, they're gonna walk all over you. What is in the future energy for the fire signs that picked deck number 1? The future energy for the fire signs that picked deck number 1. One more shuffle. The moon. The moon is following your intuition. That one wanted to jump. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is on top of that Ace of Cups. So feels like somebody, you thought somebody was a Snickers bar and actually they were just a piece of poop wrapped in a Snickers wrapper. You have the Hierophant over the Eight of Cups. You're being divinely guided to walk away. And you have the Nine of Cups on the split. So your intuition is that you walked away, or that you are walking away from this Snickers bar wrapper covered poop, because you were divinely guided to do so, to find your own personal happiness. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the split here. What do we need for this Wheel of Fortune? I'm going to throw a Ganesh card on it for some advice. So either some of y'all have walked away from something that appeared shiny but on the inside was rotten, because you were divinely guided to do so, to work towards your own personal happiness. You followed your intuition. You're going to continue to follow your intuition for your own spiritual purpose, for your own spiritual mission, for your own protection, your own heart's safety. Where are my smaller ones? There they are. Let's see what we can get for advice. Advice for pile number 1. What sort of advice does pile number 1 need to maintain this spiritual equilibrium? If y'all were wondering if walking away was the right thing to do, I would definitely say so. For the fire signs that picked this number 1 pile, we have spiritual practice. From Ganesha, your advice is spiritual practice, to remain focused on your spiritual practice. It is a number 19 card, which is a 10, which is a 1. So the spiritual practice will help ground your day. It may trigger observations that lead to life-changing breakthroughs. Yeah, that Wheel of Fortune underneath it with the Nine of Cups and following your intuition couldn't be more on point. There are many ways to maintain a spiritual connection through a committed practice. Ganesha is asking you to reflect on the benefits that may be gained by following a specific daily routine for your spirituality. This might include prayer, meditation, or exercise schedule that connects the body, mind, and spirit, such as yoga or Tai Chi. Additionally, consider burning incense, which is often used to accompany prayer, invocations, and prayers in many cultures. As the incense smoke rises up to the heavens, it is said to represent the request reaching the destination and meeting with approval from the divine. Incense is also believed to have properties that dispel negative energy. Use incense or burn sage to create a special haven for yourself to clear a sacred space in preparation for a special occasion or ceremony. The smell of incense can also bring about heightened spiritual awareness and realization for the user. There are many tools and techniques that you can use throughout your day to preserve or regain tranquility. Even simply taking a breath can restore a spiritual connection. Find what works for you and dedicate some time to your practice each day. So I believe you've turned away from everything that's not part of your spiritual, that's not spiritually aligned. Whether it be person, places, ideas, jobs, thoughts. Like your relationship with your higher self and your highest, for the highest good of yourself and not in a selfish way, is of your utmost importance. So I believe whatever it was that you walked away from in the past or considering walking away from is definitely for your mission, for your spiritual mission, towards the mission of finding yourself, for grounding yourself, for serving your purpose. Let's see what we could get from the angels. It says, see only love. Look past the seemingly error, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. And we have ground yourself. That just goes right along with the spiritual practice. When you detach from awareness of your body and with the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it is pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Yeah, that's what that Nine of Cups is. So continue on your path forward. If some of you were wondering if you made the right decision, I would definitely say for your own spiritual benefit, for your own spiritual awareness, for the greatest good of you and your mission, the answer is yes. It says go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since it is genius, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. And let's get one from the Spiritual as Fuck deck. Let's pull a random one here. Heart is the new balls. How did testicles get so hyped up as the power center of this world? The heart, my friend, has always been far more powerful than those two delicate dangly things. Check in with your heart, put your hands over that giant thumping muscle, and ask it straight up how it would run your day if it was given a chance. Then give it a chance. And this one. The present moment is fucking amazing. Open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right at this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes. And how could babies get any fucking cuter than having little baby eyelashes? Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think you'd be able to do that. You did it. Amazeballs. You fucking breathed. Let's pull one from the Rebel deck. Rebel. Rebel. What can we tell for the fire signs that picked pile number 1? It says you think someone is lying. They are. Dun, dun, dun. There you have it, folks. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Fire sign pile number 1. Remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And that choice is always ours, man. Always, always. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, vroom, beep, beep, you're on the right path. Keep on trucking. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2. You put pile number 1 stuff away here. If you pick pile number 2, which was the Patch Tarot with the Shiva, let's get some messages. Thank you for being here, pile number 2. If you could please drop down and hit that little like button, subscribe, share, all of that happy dappy stuff, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm over halfway to a community tab, and I couldn't be more excited about it, man. The community tab will give me more options of sharing. Pile number 2. Universe, Source, Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message that the fire signs that picked pile number 2 needed to hear today. Fire signs that picked pile number 2. Deck 2. The Patch Tarot. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message that the fire signs that picked deck number 2 need to hear today. What sort of energy are they moving out of? What sort of energy is the fire signs from deck number 2 moving out of? Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Purpose, huh? The Three of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or are an Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. For those Ariesies that are watching this video today. It is Aries season. What are the fire signs at pick pile number 2 in right now? And selfishness, huh? Moved away from purpose and are in selfishness? What's up with that? Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or Aries. What can we, where's the fire signs at pick pile number 2 moving into? What are the fire signs moving into? Into greed? I didn't want to flip that card, man. Like, what the hell? You got the Three of Wands, purpose, selfishness, and then greed. With some of you might be dealing with the Scorpio. Maybe that's the energy. Like, I get this energy like, oh, well, everybody's just going to use me and take advantage of me. So I'm going to get mine while the getting's good, you know? That's not how we get to the top of the ladder, y'all. Like, I just have this feeling of like either it's you or someone that you're dealing with is like out to win at all costs. Like, can't beat them, join them. You feel like your purpose has decayed, like everything that you've done. People just take advantage of you, you know. Why be nice? Because all being nice does is get me hurt. So you're like, fuck it. I'm gonna get what I can get. I'm gonna get it. Or that's how somebody is towards you. And y'all, I've felt that way before, man. I've had my heart broken and stepped on, and I've been like, you know what? I'm just going to be heartless. I'm just going to learn how to use my heart less. You know, that did not serve me either. Not only was I not good at it, it definitely didn't get me and put me into the energy that I wanted to be in or where I wanted to go. What's up with this selfish card, universe? Fighting on the break. Tired of struggling. So you're like, fuck it. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to get it. People just want to take from me. Well, I'm going to take from them. Got to be careful with that kind of mentality or people that have that mentality. If this isn't you, then somebody around you is in that mentality. Can't beat them, fucking join them. This was not any sort of energy I was expecting to pull out. Somebody's all about take, selfish and greed with decayed purpose. Like this energy of, I'm just going to use my heart less. Like everybody wants to like cheat on me. Well, I'm going to cheat on them. You know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be heartless. That's no good, y'all. We can't fight hate with hate. The best revenge for hate is love. The best revenge for failure is success. What can we tell about this greed card? It's like somebody is doing all the giving, 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 and somebody's doing all the taking, taking, taking. I don't know if this is you, fire sign pile 2, or if this is somebody that you're dealing with. But this is a really selfish, like, takers will never set boundaries, so givers have to. You know, if you're giving and giving and giving and expecting someone to just see how good of a person you are because of how much you give, they aren't going to ever, they'll just keep taking. And then if you stop giving, they're going to call you names and turn it all around on you. That's why takers never set boundaries. Givers have to. I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're dealing with. But it feels like you are, like somebody is juggling how much they can take from you, or you're juggling how much you can take from someone else. You know, how can I get in that pocket? You know, how can I schmooze my way in, you know, so that I can get this person to keep giving to me? I don't like that energy at all. I've been around a lot of people like that. I've tried to put myself in that energy and I sucked at it, y'all. I was not good at being that kind of person. You know, there was a time in my life where I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to be heartless, you know? I'm going to get. Like, I had friends that were like, man, you could have so much. You could have this guy buy you that. You could have this guy buy you that, you know? I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, y'all. But there are people out there that most definitely can. And either you're dealing with somebody that's like this, or you're turning into this. Fire sign, pile number 2. Let's see what we can get from the angels over here. It's like that win at all costs, just keep taking. Like, fuck it, I'm just going to be savage, you know? That savage-ass energy. There's a difference between being a savage and being a boss. Like, I feel like this is some sort of savage energy. What we have from the angels is play. Beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with renewed perspective and heightened energy. What else can we get from the angels? Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God. Every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. I just feel like some of y'all is either a savage or dealing with a savage, like not in a good way, not in a like boss way, not in a, you know, this is in a win at all costs, like take whatever I can kind of way. And it says, notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. Let's see what we could get from the Spiritualist Flock deck. It says, feel your fucking feelings. Set a timer for 30 minutes and give yourself full permission to feel whatever it is you've been avoiding. Organize your sock drawer while you cry or seethe or get jiggy with some hardcore self-pity. Then when the time is up, get off your ass and do something constructive. Your big little sweetheart of a heart will thank you later. What else can we get from the Spiritualist Fuck deck? It says, courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyways. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. What is the difference between courage and stupidity in your life? A big part of adulting is not crossing the line where your rebelliousness turns into recklessness. The people who ride this line most gracefully usually have a clear eye on their values and a good friend or two that will tell them when they are being a dumbass. If you can't decide if you're being brave or stupid, call a friend. Hint, don't call a dumbass friend though. Let's get one more. Exhale that bullshit. Today, practice the ancient meditation technique of inhaling the good shit and exhaling the bullshit. Think of good shit like puppies and pandas and pineapple, or think of things that don't start with the letter P. Breathe that in like it sparkles. Exhale the bullshit stuff like anxiety, self-doubt, and resentment. Let it leave your body like dust being cleared out. It works. At the very least, you'll have an idea about what stuff you like and what stuff to dump on your therapist. All right, pile number 2, fire signs, pile number 2. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I'm over halfway to a community tab and super, super excited about it. All right. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. If you picked the mythical tarot deck with the chakra pendant here, we are going to pull a past, present, and future, kind of just a basic energy reading here. See if we can get some advice. Some spiritual as fuck cards. Fire signs, pile number 3. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for the fire signs that picked pile number 3. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Pile number 3. Fire signs that picked pile 3 or deck 3. The fire signs that picked deck number 3. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message for the fire signs that picked deck number 3. Oop, that one wanted to jump. You have somebody asking for forgiveness, the throne being returned to its rightful owner. That is in your either most recent past or in the past, something that you're just now going through. And you are in the Wheel of Fortune right now. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Some sort of apology or some sort of... somebody's going to be either asking for your help or guidance, or you're going to be giving somebody guidance and help that has once betrayed you before. And how you handle that situation with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like you're in the middle of transition. What's in the future for deck number 3, fire signs? Deck number 3, fire signs. Deck number 3, fire signs. What is in the future for deck number 3, fire signs? Yeah, you ain't going to want to hear it. So somebody might have apologized to you and you're trying to decide if you want to forgive them or not. Or you're trying to decide if if this person is going to forgive you or not. And somebody's not listening. Somebody don't want to hear it. Either you're not going to accept their apology, or you're not going to give them any sort of help, or they're not going to help you, depending on which way this resonates for you. But it feels like somebody is apologizing, asking for help, and somebody is trying to decide if they're going to leave you on red, if they're going to help or not, or if you're going to help or not. And it feels like somebody just don't want to hear it. They're going to pretend like they didn't hear it. They're not going to be involved. They don't want to put themselves in it. You don't want to put yourself in it. If it's between two people that you care about, like an aunt, an uncle, a brother or a sister, like you're not going to get involved. You're not getting involved. You don't want to be in the middle of the he said, she said. What else can we tell the deck 3 fire signs? The fire signs that picked deck number 3. I feel like somebody was really reckless. You have a reckless fire sign here. Fire signs, when they is burning out of control, I mean, everything, every element has its benefits in moderation, you know. Fire is super helpful cooking food, keeping us warm, but if that shit gets out of control, dude, it is dangerous. Just like water, we need water to survive, but if we have too much water, it'll drown us. Just like wind, you know, air. We need air to survive, but if you put on too much air, man, it gets destructive. So I feel like there was some sort of reckless behavior, reckless fiery behavior that somebody is apologizing for or needing to apologize for. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody's sneaking off in the middle of the night. Some of you, it might be your kid. Maybe you busted him sneaking out the window or something. And you're trying to decide how you're going to handle that, you know, but you don't want to, you're not trying to get put in between. You're not trying to be put, or you're working on trying not to get put in between two sides. You don't want to hear any opposing energies. You know, you don't want to hear it. You're working, either you don't want to hear it or you're working on not wanting to hear it. You're working on being able to not succumb to somebody just apologizing to you, even though they've done the same thing over and over again. It's like, man, you said those exact same words the last time that you apologized to me for this same shit. You know, so you're working on not letting them get away with it. Not letting them pull at your heartstrings to get away with whatever it is that they have done. Or you're working on not pulling on somebody else's heartstrings so that you don't get away with whatever you've done. But there was some sort of real sneaky behavior. And I feel like somebody got busted in it. And it's like, they're not sorry for what they did. They're sorry they got caught. And it's like, how many times are you going to get caught for the same shit? You know, and get away with it. So you're trying really hard to not let them get away with it. Not let them just smooze you back into, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And then 3 months later, they're over there doing it again. You know, actions speak way louder than words. The best apology is changed behavior. Anybody can say anything that they want, man. What sort of advice do we have from the Ganesh deck here? Ganesh. What sort of advice do we have from Ganesh? This one? Enlightenment. Which is number 27 card, which breaks down to a 9. It says, connect to your true source to manifest your desires. The color purple is associated with being art, creativity, and spirituality. It is considered a color of honor, courage, and sometimes associated with royalty. Ganesha is sharing the purple hue to assist you with your spiritual journey inside yourself. By connecting with him in this energy, you will be redirected back to your true enlightened nature. Your crown chakra is the purple chakra that is connected to your well-being in mind, body, and spirit in this life. And beyond all energy blocks, keeps you from connecting with your higher self. You may choose to be a healer or to practice a specific modality such as Reiki. You may simply choose to meditate. Everyone has a psychic ability and connection to the divine. Open yourself up consciously to opportunities that will help you reach your goal. To really enjoy living life on earth, the more you can do to release the limiting programs and emotional patterns, the more quickly and easily you will manifest your desires. You can create your life as you intend it. Choose to live life fully and achieve real enlightenment where all things are possible. Let's pull a couple from the Spiritual as Fuck deck. This one. Quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindset. You've got that dream, huh? That thing you think you maybe could do, but it's maybe too big, maybe too much of a long shot. Maybe you'll look stupid trying to do it. Do it. Seriously. Think about lying on your deathbed saying, I never went for it because I was afraid Susan would talk shit about me. Susan talks shit about you anyways. Go do you, then do you bigger. You don't have to rebuild a relationship with everyone you have forgiven. You are hereby granted permission to forgive everyone, but still be super picky about every person you let into your inner circle. Go forth and prosper. Yeah, that ties right into trying to figure out if you are going to forgive this person. You know, just like what I was saying, man, that ties right into it. Let's read that again. You don't have to rebuild a relationship with everyone you have forgiven. You are hereby granted permission to forgive everyone, but still be super picky about every person you let into your inner circle. Go forth and prosper. Mic drop. It says, what's the best that could happen? You're probably super good at thinking up the worst case scenarios, right? You can project all your fears into a big screen and play them out in vivid color. You can actually feel the anger of the confrontation you haven't confronted, the loss of the job you haven't been fired from, the death of the star you haven't dared to shoot for. Try putting those superpowers to work in the opposite direction. Imagine how you could be surprised and delighted in those same scenarios. Daydream instead of worry. Say hey to that cool ass shit. Hey. All right, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. Like I said, I'm over halfway to a community tab and couldn't be more excited about it. You can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And that choice is always ours, guys. So keep on trucking. Nacho Mama out. Vroom, beep, beep.